Hello, welcome to this video. We are going to talk about simple past. Okay, first of all, we need to say that simple past is used principally to describe, of course, events in the past. But we can also use it to describe how someone felt and what their emotional condition was at a point in the past. For example, we can say, I was very excited yesterday for today's quiz. Okay, and here, we can also use adverbs to describe a time already in the past. I walked to the market last Saturday, or maybe to mention a specific point in time. For example, I studied today. Here, the first part we are going to check is verb to be in simple past, that it is, was, or were. So here, we use was word to describe the status of something or someone, or what it conditioned or their condition was. For example, it was a rainy afternoon. My mother was very happy with her gift. The movie we saw was amazing. My friends were tired after doing exercise. This is the affirmative form. Now, checking wasn't were, so verb to be in negative, in simple past, we use wasn't and weren't. Example, it wasn't a rainy afternoon. My mother wasn't very happy with her gift. The movie we saw wasn't amazing. My friends weren't tired after doing exercise. And we have here the question form. For questions, we need to put was or were at the beginning. Okay? So, was it a rainy afternoon? Was your mother very happy with her gift? Was the movie you saw amazing? Were your friends tired after doing exercise? And we have the short answers. Check them. For the rainy afternoon, we can answer yes, it was, or no, it wasn't. The question about the mother, yes, she was, or no, she wasn't. The question about the movie, again, yes, it was, or no, it wasn't. The question about the friends, yes, they were, or no, they weren't. Okay, something important to mention is that with the verb be born, we need was and were. So I was born in Costa Rica. I wasn't born in Tuxpan. So it is essential that we need was to talk about be born. Okay, was or were. So now talking about all the verbs that are not verb to be, we have regular and irregular verbs. So the characteristic of regular verbs is that all of them end with ed. Yes, all of them. For example, I lived in Jalapa in 2015, or last tournament I achieved one of my biggest dreams. And here you have a list of the most common irregular verbs. Irregular verbs changed. They don't have ed. Here you have them, simple past, okay, awake, awoke, awoken. This is participle, all right? But in simple past, we need to focus on the list in the middle. Here in the middle. Sometimes we have verbs like read, but in the past it's the same, but the pronunciation is different. The pronunciation is read. Okay? Or for example, here sing, sang, sing, sang. Okay, sit, sat. Alright? Grow, grew. We have to check also the pronunciation in the past. Now, the negative form is didn't. Okay? He studied architecture at college, but he didn't become an architect. She didn't live with her grandmother. So as you check here, we have did, we have the contraction not, and the verb. Is this verb in past or is it base form? What do you think? Live is in past or in base form? Of course, it is in base form. Okay, so for the negatives, we need to use did plus not plus verb in base form. Okay, either if it's irregular like become or regular like live. And the question form. Did, now we put it at the beginning. Did plus subject plus verb in base form. The same. Did plus subject plus verb in base form. Did you grow up in Costa Rica? Yes, I did. Or no, I didn't. Did she want to become a professional cyclist? Yes, she did. Or no, she didn't. Okay, the simple past is also used, as you know, to express completed actions in the past, finished actions. For example, I saw a ghost last Friday. Okay, and also to describe a series of completed actions. Example, I finished university, went back home, and started working as a teacher. Finished, went back home, and started working as a teacher. So this is a series, one after the other. Also to express habits in the past. When I was young, I watched a lot of television every day after school. Watched. Okay? It is very important that every time that you mention an idea in simple past, we usually use a time expression in the past, of course. For example, yesterday, the day before yesterday, ago, last month, last week, last year, in 2003, last Christmas, and many others similar to these ones. Okay? Alright, so here we go like 5 minutes ago, 2 days ago, last month, last Friday, last Halloween, last summer, okay? Every year, in 2019, for example. Alright, here you have the structures again. Verb to be is a different structure. We need was and were. Okay, were they friends? An example for a question. And for all the other verbs, we need did. Did is the auxiliary. Didn't. Did you work yesterday? But remember, we need base form for questions and negatives. Alright? Now, for certain verbs, we only use them in simple past, not in progressive forms. For example, in past progressive, these verbs that are used here, we don't usually use them in past progressive. Okay, but we finish here with simple past. If you have any question, please let me know. And later we are going to check past progressive. Thank you.